Move up. Okay.
Good evening, Pittsboro. I will be now turning the mic over to Mayor Shipp.
Good evening. Thank you all for coming out this evening. Thank you all for coming here this evening. And thank everyone who's helping them along their way, along their journey. I have a proclamation to read. Walk for Peace Day proclamation. Whereas the town of Pittsboro recognizes peace, compassion, and mutual respect as essential to the strength and well-being of our community. And whereas the Walk for Peace is a 2,300-mile spiritual pilgrimage beginning in Fort Worth, Texas, and proceeding on foot to Washington, D.C., offering a sustained and peaceful expression of unity and nonviolence. And whereas on the 89th day of this journey, the venerable monks arrive in Pittsboro, continuing their disciplined practice of mindfulness, compassion, and reflection. And whereas during their time in Pittsboro, the venerable monks will rest at the Chatham County Agricultural and Industrial Association Fairgrounds, a place long associated with gathering, shared purpose, and community tradition. And whereas the Walk for Peace invites people of all backgrounds to reflect upon peace as an active practice that begins within and extends outward toward others. Now therefore I, Kyle Shipp, the Mayor of Pittsboro, on behalf of the Board of Commissioners, do hereby proclaim January 22nd, 2026 as Walk for Peace Day in the town of Pittsboro, and encourage all who hear these words to cultivate peace within themselves and through mindful words and actions to extend compassion, understanding, and goodwill to others.
Thank you very much, Mayor. Thank you. You have a pin for us as well? It's right here. Is better. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor.
I would now like to introduce Sheriff Mike Roberson.
Sir.
Good evening. I want to thank all of y'all for coming out. I want to thank all of y'all for being here most of the day to see this occasion. Thank you so much. I want to thank you for bringing love and compassion and peace to Chatham County and to the United States. So thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you, sir.
And on behalf of Moncure Fire Department, Chief Shy, all Chatham County firefighters and firefighters across the state want to present you this firefighter badge from Moncure Fire Department. Let's take through a little bit.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
And the other people that we have here, I have a Pittsboro commissioner, I have county managers, if y'all want to stand, public officials that are here. Let's give them a hand for being here as well. Thank you so much. This is a team sport, so we appreciate you. Thank you.
Good evening. First of all, we'd like to pay respect to the venerable monks and pay respect to mayor, sheriff, commissioners, city managers, and all the law enforcement and city officials. And thank you everyone for being here tonight, for this much of love and support. Thank you so much. Before we do anything, let us all do the blessing for all of you first and ask for permission to stay here overnight. And then after that, we will move forward with the different tasks. Okay? Let us all put our hands together to receive the blessing. Just pay attention, focus in our reciting. Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagavan Buddhang Bhagavantang Abhivademi Swagato Bhagavata Dhammon Dhammang Namasami Supatipanno Bhagavato Sāvaka Saṅghon Saṅghang Namami Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Iti piso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho veccacarana sampannon Ho anuttaro purisa dhamma saradhisatha dewa manuddha Buddho Bhagavati Sawakato Bhagavata Dhammo Sanditiko Akaliko Nipatiko Opananiko Panjatang Veditapo Vinyo Supatipannon Bhagavato Sāvaka Saṅghō Supatipanno Bhagavato Sāvaka Saṅghō Nyāyapatipannon Bhagavato Sāvaka Saṅghō Nāmyetipatipanno Bhagavato Sāvaka Saṅghō Yatidhaṃ Cattari Purisan Yukani Atta Purisa Bhubhala Esa Bhagavato Sāvaka Saṅghō Ahunayo Pahunayon Akinayon Kalaniyo Anuttarang Punya Ketang Lon Sati Sayanto Kodiyam Mule วัตโนตวังวิสโยโหหิสยาสุสยมังคะเลอปาราจิตาปันลังเทสิเสปตวิปุตตะเรอภิเศกเกสะภะพุทธานังอาคาปะโตปะมุทันติสุนาคาตังสุมังคลังสุภาปัสสังสุวันติตังสุขโนสุมโหตุนสุยิตังปะมัจจาริสุปาดักขินังกายคัมมังวาจาคัมมังปะทักขินังปะทักขินังมโนกัมมังปะนิทิเตปะทักขินาปะทักขินานิกาตวานลาภันตันเตอานาคิเนสัพเพสัตตาอเวราโหตุสัพเพสัตตาอภยาปัจจาโหตุสัพเพสัตตาอนิกาโหตุสัพเพสัตตาสุขีอัตนังปริหารันตุสุขีสุขี This was our blessing to all of you. May you always be well, happy, and peaceful. I didn't see that much of people earlier. How many of us already listened to my talk in person? Okay, not many. Online? Quite a bit. How about tonight? Let's do Q&A. Okay, anyone have questions for us during this walk? Yes.
The most meaningful thing you have seen. Place. The face that you see when you walk, the one that you see in your mind, that keeps you going most of the
I can't remember any of that face now. But I can tell you one thing. You are all beautiful to me. By looking at you patiently and standing in the cold, in the rain, and in the hot, waiting for the monks to walk across you, in front of you, and there are people just put their palms up like this, and there are people willing to drop their lovers while the monk crossed in front of them. Your lover is your phone. Willing to drop down on the ground and put their hands up for the monks. There are people just stood there and looking at the monks without saying a word. There are people with tears. There are people with sorrow. There are people that don't even want to look at the monks, just like that. They looked on the ground the whole time. And there are people afraid to look straight to my eyes. A lot of people. and a lot of people with their smiles on their face, and a lot of people excited to see the monks. And there are people that too excited, taking pictures and not paying attention of the monk, at the monk. All kind. I have seen a lot. I'm the first one, the one who walked in front. Therefore, I've seen a lot. I meet a lot. I greet a lot. And so all of you are so beautiful to me. Regardless that you pay attention to us or not. Regardless that you coming out for the same mission of peace or not. All of you are the same to me. Because if we are human beings, we have the same blood color, which is red. We have the same taste of tea, which is salty. That's all I look at you. And of course, there are so many people that are unfortunate that they don't have legs, arms, eyes. They cannot hear. So many of those people, and there are so many seniors and so many kids. And all of those images just always rising within my heart. And a lot of the time, I wanted to cry so bad. Like earlier today, there were so many people crying. They cry because it touched their heart. Because we are giving them hope. Because they have lost their loved ones, their parents, their kids. There are people who brought their kids' casket, ash, to come see me and tell me that my son passed away, my daughter passed away, my dog passed away. All those things. I have seen a lot, come to me a lot. So I remember all those. And I remember all of you with flowers. And nowadays that a lot of people start to make a path of flowers on the road for us to walk on. It's very beautiful. I truly love all of you. Because of suffering, because of sorrow, we are coming out together. We have no hate. We have no anger. We have no divisions at this time. These are the time that we are coming together, regardless of background, faith, belief, skin colors, or languages we speak. Here are state rep, here are government official, here are sheriff, here are police officers, fire department, doctor, engineer, all kind. We have the whole team of medic and doctor and nurses inside to support us as well. And here, all of us here tonight. How many times in our life that we have this chance to be here together like this without any type of delusion thoughts or separating, anything like that. We love each other. We care for each other. And this is the time where we be able to meet with each other and talk with each other more. And this is the time where you be able to come and hug those people who you have never met before when they shed tears. Is that right? How many times in our life that we actually have a chance to do all this with the Buddhist monks? I believe for me, this is one time after 45, 44 years of living in this world. This is the only one time I meet with all of you here on this ground. And we are strangers to each other, isn't it? But we have a super, I think it's a super glue. We have a connection in between all of us. And we see each and every one as our relatives, our loved ones. If in this world, if we can live like this world is so beautiful. It's going to be a really, really nice and beautiful place and better place for all beings to live. Do you believe in that? And so I remember all those. To me, it's priceless. Earlier today, I was be able to open some of the letters, some of the notes, some of the cards, thank you cards, that wherever I walk, there's kids, there's adults, there's teenagers wrote on paper, on tissues, on receipt, just to say thank you, just to show appreciation, just to express how you feel, all those things, and handed it to our venerable monks. Every time when I received it, when we got back to the rest place, I opened them to read, even a very tiny one from the kids. Even like a painting that I don't even understand what it is. But it's out from love from the kids. Whatever they thought in their mind, they drew it out, right? So I kept all those. We kept all of those. We didn't toss any of them away. And today I'll be able to read some. It was beautiful. How many times in our life that we actually can get a pen and a piece of paper and write something like that to the strangers? Very rare. Very rare. But why can't we do that now? Because we are on the same boat. Sailing for peace. Is that right? We are looking for peace. We are on the same boat now. Oceans, waters around us. If we're not mindful on that boat, we will become food for the fish, for the creatures. It means we will become something that for people to control, something for our mind to play around with every day. Because in our mind, we have one world. In that world, we have all kind of wild animals. And that wild animal will eat us up every day. Which is greedy mind, delusion, hatred, anger, all those things. They are wild animals. They are not letting us having peace. They're always acting up, always want to chase after things. And that is the reason why we suffer. We are afraid, we're scared. And there are so many people that they said, I have lost my husband, I have lost my children, couple of years now, but I still cannot let it go. That is so sad. There's one mother. She loved her child a lot. And then her child passed away. She carried her child in her arms, and walk around and ask for people to help. Save my son. Please save my son. People say, he's already passed away. He's already died. Please, go ahead and bury him. She say, no. He is not. He's just sleeping. He's just sleeping. He's not died. He's not dead yet. Please save my child. And then when she walked to every town, every house, and knocked on the door and asked for help, that is really sad. But no one can help. When she comes to the Buddha, and Buddha said, I can save your child. I can save him if you can do for me one thing. You go on each and every house, knock on their door, and ask for one seed. The sesame seed. But that seed must come from the house that have never had anyone die before. If you can get me that one seed, I will save your child. She went ahead, she was so happy and joy, and she go and knock on every door, ask, can I have a seed of sesame? And then people went, is that all you need? She said, yes, that's all I need, just one seed. And people say, we have plenty. We can give you a lot. We can give you more. But she said, no, but have anyone in your family died before? They say, yes, of course, I do. My father just passed away. And then the next time, my mother just passed away. My son just passed away. My brother just passed away. Every single house like that, and she feel exhausted, hopeless. And then she realized, in this life, everybody in this life had to go through that. Being born, aging, sickness, death. No one in this world can escape. And that is when she realized she became enlightened. Just because she realized the fact, the truth. So for us here, who already have our family, our husband, our wife, our children, our father and mother who have passed away, please understand. If you truly love them, you have to stand up and walk again. Leave them alone. Let them go with their own world, their own karma. If you keep on living in sorrow, they will not be able to go to their world where they're supposed to be. If you truly love them, you should live for them. You should be more mindful. You should be more happy for them, for yourself. Because that is something that they could not do anymore, but you can. By holding all those sorrow, it's just going to drag you down to the bottom of this world. We cannot walk. We cannot walk because all those burden is on our shoulders, dragging us down. Who's in here already have our father and mothers and our children and husband and wife pass away? You see all that? A lot of us here. What can we do to change that? Nothing. Soon is going to be our turn. No one can escape. So what we can do now is to live peacefully, happily. That is one way to support our departed ones. Because we don't know where they reborn us right now. They might need your help by sharing or transferring your merit to them. In our tradition, whenever we conduct any type of ceremony or done any wholesome deeds, we always transfer our merit to our parents, our family members, and all those people who have departed that we know, so that either maybe 1, 10, hundreds of them, if they have the chance to receive it, they will receive and reborn in a better realms. There are sometimes, if we can open our eyes, our third eye, to see the people, you would know how suffered they are. It's because we cannot see with our naked eyes. It doesn't mean that there's no spirits surround us. They all suffer too. The way we live in right now, if we suffer after we die, we suffer the same way. So, whenever they know that their relatives are doing wholesome deeds, even they live far away, different countries, different world, they always come and wait. They are here now waiting for us to transfer the merits after we have done a wholesome deeds. Listening to this talk, purify our mind, changing our life, those are meritorious deeds. But for most of the time, we don't know how to transfer it to them. So at the end, they go back to their place with tears and sadness because they didn't receive anything. So in our tradition, that's why we always share. And earlier, remember I said, we have to ask permission. Of course, right here, the city, the government already allowing us to stay here. The owner, everywhere. But then again, there are spirits around, so we always ask for permission as well. And in the morning, before we depart, we always sharing our merit to them as well. That is the way to pay gratitude. That is the way to support each other. So let's drop it all. All those we already lost our loved ones. Please remember, you now have a job. If you still have one father without mother, you have a job to do to take care of your father for your mother. Oppositely, if your mother is still alive and your father already passed, you now have a job to take care of your mother for your father. Your child, your children, your loved one, the same thing. You have a job to do to take care of the people who are still alive, to live for the people who already passed. That is how we help them. That is how we let go of all the sorrow to move on. Without moving forward, without letting go, we cannot move forward. If we cannot move forward, we suffer. And we've been suffer. That is why when this mission came out, Walk for Peace, all of us show up to support, to walk with us, either in person or in spirit. Is that right? We've been suffering too much, way too much already. And now is the call, now is the time for us to wake up. We should wake up. We should move forward instead of standing on the same spot, years after years. Our feet is very heavy to walk when we carry a bag of rocks on our shoulder. I hope I answered that question. It's a long answer, isn't it? Next question. How is Aloka? He is here with us. But then restriction. So he cannot walk a lot, but he was too excited today, so he walked way too much already. Now we have to put him on medicine so he can rest. And I don't know, maybe in a little bit he should come out. We don't know. Yes. Earlier, somebody right there.
I was wondering if you had like any advice for like us teenagers and young kids, just with how scary the world is nowadays. Like, what could like get us through it? You know what I mean? Like, I guess like bring hope. You know what I mean? Like, just any advice you have for us.
So you were asking, is there any advice for teenagers and kids nowadays? In this world, it's so scary, right? It's moving too fast. And teenagers and kids nowadays, they also suffer a lot, if you don't know. I have talked with a lot of teenagers at the temple with anxiety, depression. Many. I also went to school and taught. So here's what teenagers and kids should do, and this is something that our parents should be able to support as well. You know why we cannot focus, why we cannot concentrate on studying, why we can't focus on our things. Do you know why? It's because we depended on the others. We depended on the other too much. And then we depended on technologies way too much. How many students here? How many teenagers here? Okay. All of you have your lovers with you? Your cell phone? Yes? Okay, yes. Tell me, at school, have you ever brought your lovers to the toilet and talked? Yes? Yes, honestly. A lot of us always brought our lovers to the toilet and talk, whispering, I don't know what you're talking about in the toilet, but that is something that you always does. If you have a chance to go to the toilet, even though if you don't want to go to the toilet, you don't need it, you will find a way to go to the toilet to talk with your lover. And then when time you get diarrhea, you cannot chase. Way too late. It's because you live with your lovers. If I have to say, beside your sleeping time, the rest of the time, let's say 8 hours of sleeping. Now how many hours do we have left? You still have to think about that? There's something wrong right here. Wow. Do you know it now? Oh, she's still asking for advice. Wow. 24 hours minus 8. How many hours? How many? You sure? Okay, that was just a test, okay? And you all failed. Okay. 8 hours sleeping plus 5 hours snoozing and then sleep again. Just say that. For the rest of the time, you always live with your lover. When you go to school, when you go to the toilet, when you go to eat, when you go to the living room, everywhere you go, your lover is always with you. When you read the book, your lover sit right beside that book, face up. When you go to bed, lying down, your lover is right like this. Or sideways like this. And when you do anything in your daily life, you always have your lovers. So please tell me, how can we focus? How can we focus, please? Advise me, educate me, because I really don't know. Okay, first of all, we cannot focus because that lover is always with us and sidetracked. We always get sidetracked because of that lover. Text message, somebody call, or check on your status on your Facebook. And now that you have to check waffle keys. So many things, right? And so we cannot focus, we cannot pay attention to one thing. Just let's say eating. We cannot focus on our eating. You don't know what you eat. Because you're watching movie, you're checking on your Facebook right now. How can we mindful without eating? Our minds can only catch one thing, one object at a time. Either this or this. Cannot be both. The mind cannot split. And we are multitasking ourselves every day. Every day. Who are here multitasking yourself? Okay, just let's say all of us then. That is the reason why we depend on it. Now let me ask you one question. When the internet down, when your lover cannot be turned on, it's dead, black screen, how would you react? She tried everything within her power to turn it back on, but unfortunately she could not. And then, bored, sad, depressed, all kind. Okay. So now you know the answer? That's very simple. That is with us every day. How can we move on? And this is the things why when, let's say, now teenagers, we have friends, we hang out with friends, we like that person, we like this person, and things like that. What if it didn't turn out the way we expected? How would we react? Sad, sorrow, suffer. What will we do after when we are sorrow, when we sad, when we suffer? We turn ourselves into anxiety, stress, anxiety, depression, and suicide. It's because we cannot bear those feelings. When our mind is way too weak, our mind is way too weak to bear any type of feelings that is sorrow, that is sad, that is suffer. We cannot bear those feelings. That is why we kill ourselves. That wild animal killing us. Right? For us to change, we have to start with our lovers. You have to make time for yourself. When is the time to touch your lovers? When is the time to eat? When it's time to play? When it's time to read? When it's time to do your homework, schoolwork? Especially in class. When you sit on that chair in the class, when the teacher said this and that, you are here checking on your status, hiding everybody and trying to do that. End up with nothing in here except the lovers and online. Unfortunately, most of the teenagers and the kids now, they are in this stage. So in order for us to change this, we have to be sure what is more important for our life. School, job, our knowledge, our wisdom, or the lovers. And especially now AI. How many of us writing a message to someone using AI? Can AI eat first? Can AI breathe first? They cannot do all those stuff. But we also using that AI for our school. It's nothing wrong to use AI because nowadays technologies, right? But we use this wrong way. We depend on it. We don't use this anymore. A very simple math. Now we have to ask AI. Now we have to ask Google. Now we have to use a calculator. But this calculator is gone. Right? Back then, how many of us use this calculator? A lot, right? Now can we still use this? Very rare. Now can you remember 10 phone numbers? No. Very difficult. It's because we dependent on the others, we dependent on the technologies. So teenagers, students, please, you have to love yourself. No one else loves you more than yourself. If you truly love yourself and your parents, if you value your life, you should manage your time using your cell phone technologies. It's usable and it will support us, but then if you use it the wrong way, it will kill us. Trying to use this more than the technologies. And in order for us to do this, to use this, we have to have mindfulness. Without mindfulness, we cannot do it. Mindfulness is something that has been with us for a long time, which is our breathing. Our breath going in and out. We breathe, but we never pay attention to this breathing. We just breathe and breathe just to survive. And now all we need to do is just put awareness within this breath going in, put awareness within this breath going out. Naturally, just like that. In, out, just like that. And then when our thoughts pop up, think about the lovers, think about online, think about everything. Now, just that thought, if we're not mindful, we follow those thoughts. Keep following it, the past, the future. While we are doing this, we need to live with this present moment, which is each breath going in and out. That is present moment, here and now. So we need to bring that concentration, our awareness, back to this breathing again. By acknowledging that thought, when it's arise, you know it, that you have a thought. Observe that thought and then bring it back right here. Knowing that you have a thought, silently repeat in your head, say thought, come back here. And then noise, sound, any type of noise, any type of sound. Acknowledges that sound, doesn't matter what type of sound. And then come back here. Any type of sensation, any type of feelings on this body, acknowledge as feeling itchy, numb, pain, come back here. This is the way, the basic way for all of us to practice mindfulness meditation, to bring awareness, to have awareness on our breath, to live with this present moment. This is a must. This is needed for all of us. And this is how peace begins. Peace will not happen without peace, without mindfulness. It's not something the world would drop down for us, not something the monks will bring for us, but we have to work on it. The monks will walk in mindfulness, with their step, every step. And then they share the technique, they share the key with all of us here, but all of us have to unlock that box to free peace and kindness and compassion and mindfulness, so that peace and happiness begins with us. So for all of us to be able to focus on our study and our daily life, we have to stop being multitask. Trying to liberate our lovers for a certain amount of time during the day. At least 1 hour before bed. No lovers. Even if you have to check Walk for Peace, it's okay. You can do that tomorrow. Lock her up, lock him up. Okay? 1 hour before bed, practice mindfulness meditation. In the morning when you wake up, the same thing. When the alarm goes off, for most of us, we will hit the snooze button and go back to sleep, isn't it? To tell you what, especially students, teenagers, that bed will grow legs and arms to grab you down for hours. So turn off that alarms, get up right away. No negotiation. If you cannot get up, give yourself 5 seconds to live. Only 5 seconds. Because with one breath going in without going out, that is within 1 second, we died already. Right? So 5 seconds is way a lot already. Now, 5 seconds that we have to give to ourselves to get up by counting backward. Let us all count together by 5, 4, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, get up. Get up right away. That is how you win yourself. Even if you win 1,000 of the wars, it cannot even compare to one-time victory yourself. To win yourself just one time. That laziness, all those things, if you can win it, you want to live in this world. Otherwise, we're gonna be the same as everyone always wanted to walk on the flat roads, smooth roads. We don't want anything in between. But our veteran monks, we've been walking 89 days, especially Alabama State, giving us so much love with roller coaster roads. But we still walk with mindfulness. A lot of rock, a lot of glass, nails, screw along the road. We step on all those. But we still be able to make it here tonight. Because we promise ourselves that we will have to walk on any type of road. Because our life is never going to be easy for us. Just like the sunflower. These days we receive a lot of sunflowers. They are very pretty, right? We know that the sunflowers, when they have a bud, right? That bud is like, when it's grow, it's always like this, facing down, flexible like this. It's not growing straight upward. But then when it grow, each and every day, it turn up. Each and every day where they grow older, taller, is always face to the sunlight and go upright, just like that. It means that when we practice anything in life, when we walk, when we came to this world always have obstacle. A lot of challenges for our life. It's never been easy. We accept it or not, it's life. It's like that. But you have to be flexible enough to move with the wind. Flexible to move with the wind. Keep trying each and every day, going up, facing the sunlight, rise high, instead of keep doing this all years and all life. Right? We have to be flexible the first thing, flexible with the wind. And then trying to stand up little by little every day. Rise high to get the sunlight and bloom. Now, that sunflower is brilliant with all seeds in it. And it's bright. It's very beautiful. I love sunflowers. I learn from it too. So all of us here, when we come to this life, we should be like that. Okay? Don't expect anything to be easy for us. Because the more you expect like that, the more you will suffer. No expectation. Regardless of this life throwing lemons or bitter melons or rock or stone, any type of things that is painful to our life, We still have to be flexible and then stand up, move forward, rise high. Chance ourselves each and every day. We have to do that. We have no choice. Either we move forward or we stand still and lag behind. Which one should we choose? Move forward, right? So the year of 2026, we should change our life. We should move forward. No more sorrow, no more suffering, no more sad, no more hate, no more greedy, no more delusions. We have to purify our mind. And plus, less lovers. A lot of us change lovers every year. Sometimes 3 lovers per year. Because when you sit in that toilet doing number 1 and number 2, unmindful, not mindful enough, you stand up and you drop your lovers in that bowl. Dot was in there, you fill it in, okay? Now you have to spend money to get a new lover. We've been sidetracked way too much. So change ourselves. Okay? Got it, right? Yeah. Next question. Yes.
I'm asking this with a patient in mind. Can you help us how not to take things personally?
Patient in mind, how not take things personally. Let's say if I am holding a rope of fire, I'm throwing at you right now. You're the only person who has the right to decide you will hold it or not. Is that right? Yes? Okay. Will you choose to hold it or not? No? Of course no, because you're gonna burn yourself. You're gonna burn yourself when somebody's saying something, even though they look it straight to your eyes and say, why did you do that? You shouldn't be like that, and shout at you and curse at you, like us when we walk. You have heard out there, right? This is not the first time. It's been a while. There are people curse at us as well, shout at us, step on the gas pedal so that the black smoke cover all the months. All those things. They looking straight to us and curse at us. How did I react? Did you know? Fight? Oh, if we react in fighting to shout back, to curse back, we are not a monk anymore. That would be odd, right? Okay, so we also react. But instead of angry, instead of burning ourselves, I give him a smile straight to his face. And I say, may you be well, happy, and peaceful. This is the way how we should react in this world. Regardless of what he or she said or done, there's no self in here. It's because you take it to that thing where they say that you think that they talk about you, but there's no you, if I can explain in Buddhism, but I don't want to go there. Because this is not about religious. Okay? So don't take anything that you consider that, oh, they talking about you, they criticize you, or anything like that. It's because of we always react so quickly, because like a machine, like a robot, anything happen, we react like that. And the more we react, the suffer we are. That person who step on that gas pedal, that person who shout and curses at us, they're far away already. They probably enjoy the meal already. Or travel somewhere to do something similar to the other people. while we are here crying and suffer ourselves. Is it silly? It's really silly. Because it has nothing to do with us. You decide to take it or not. If you don't take it, who is it belong to? Huh? Me. If I throw that fire rope to you, if you don't take it, it belongs to me. If somebody curses at you, if you don't want to take it, it belongs to that person, not yours. Why would you react and take it in? To suffer yourself. That is not love. You have to love yourself more. You deserve better. We deserve better. Not like that. So don't react. Being react so quickly, we suffer because this world is moving way too fast and we always want to chase after it. That's why we suffer. But remember, the more you react, the happy they are. They love it. Instead of react, when they throw in lemon at you, take that lemon and make some lemonade for yourself. It's okay. It's not going to hurt you if you just patiently observe that sound. Sound is just a sound. When it comes to this ear, if you don't record it in here, it will go out this ear. Done. Remember mindfulness? Sound, 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 come back here. If you cannot do that at that moment, take a deep breath. Who's in here that actually I remind to take a deep breath when I walk and see you cry? Many people that I have reminded, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. That is very important. That will slow down your heart rate. That will calm you down. Take a deep breath whenever you need. The airs are free. No charge. Okay. Question anymore? Why so many? Yes, sir.
You guys are out walking. Do you have a specific mantra that you fall back on when you're having a hard day?
When we walk, we don't use mantra. For Theravada tradition, we barely use mantra. Either we can do the chant in the one of the sutta, but most of the time we focus on our breathing. For myself, I focus on my breathing every day. That is why I have the energy to walk. You see how skinny am I? I don't eat a lot. I don't sleep a lot. And I also have illness, same like everybody else, different type of sickness, right? My health is not that good. Like back then, I tell this story again. One of the gentlemen come to me and kneel down in front of me and ask, "Venerable brother, can you pray for me, please?" I was like, "What is going on?" He said, "I have back pain so much. It's been years. I have this back pain is killing me. I cannot do it my work." I say, "Oh wow, okay, congratulations." Because I do have 17 years of back pain too. And I do a lot of meditation and I do a lot of chanting every day. I still have back pain now. So if we keep on repeating ourselves, just sitting there and praying for something to drop down for us, it's not going to happen. So for myself to support me, first of all, we have to have a strong determination for this walk. Secondly, I have to be more patient whenever I encounter difficulties, challenges on the walk. Stepping on things, back pain, headache, people, a lot of things. People cursing, not all of you. And shouting and all that thing. All those, I didn't take any. Like I said, I didn't take them. Because if I take them, I won't be able to walk. Right? We just need know how to manage our emotions, our feelings. That is very important. And the more you focus on your breathing, the more energy you will get. It cultivate, it generate energy for yourself to walk. That is the inner energy. It's very important to do that. So breathe, breathe, and breathe. And if you don't want to breathe, when you walk, you can be mindful on step, touch. When you pick up, forward, down, touch, like that. Repeat that way. Yes. Injustices. How can we help without getting ourselves to get anger and be in that situation? To be honest with you, in our tradition is way different because we understand, we know what the cause and the effect. I tell you one story, may I? Back then, there's one guy, he listened to the talk and then he became enlightenment. His wisdom arise. And he was so happy and with joy and everything. He went to the tree and sat down under the tree and to observe all that joy and all that peacefulness within him. And there's one of the thief. He ran and he threw a bag of gold right behind of that tree. And all the soldiers all chase after that guy. And then come to the tree, and then the soldiers, they saw that man sitting there with a bag of gold right behind it. They captured him and tortured him and then killed him. Okay? And then people was like, he was so kind. He didn't do anything wrong. He was just observing his awakening and why he deserved to get that. And then our Lord Buddha said, it's because he's getting what he have done in the past. One of his lifetime, he was one of the general who controlled the gate. He saw one of the postcard, one of the they are business people. They're traveling, and late evening, and then he's standing up high, look down, and he saw in that cage it has one of very beautiful lady, the wife of the businessman. And then he had the kind of thought that he wanted to marry that lady. And now that he get a bag of gold of himself, gave it to his soldier and tell the soldiers to hide it in that cart of the businessman. And now that all the soldiers did the job and then go look around the whole neighbors trying to find the bag of gold, and they found it inside of that cart. He captured the businessman and killed that guy. He married his wife. He married the wife. With that karma, he had to pay a lot, many lifetime, and until his last lifetime, which is become enlightenment, he still have to struggle with that. So that is a cause and effect. It's not just within this lifetime. That is in our tradition. Because I wanted to share so I can tell you, in our opinion, in our things, that when things happen, we don't know what we can do, what we should do. If you want to help, it's nothing wrong to help, but you have to be mindful. You have to be mindful by knowing things. What is right, what is wrong, what is the cause for this? Because when we don't know and we just all into it, maybe it's not the right thing, then we also suffer the same way. Whenever you help people in any way, in any condition, if they suffer, it's always best to help. Just like us, when we go out, we see people suffer. I want to help. I want to do something to bring them joy, right? And I always do my way, bless them, talk with them, give them advice, just to breathe. Because most of us attach to the people, attach to the situation, and we put our emotion into that. When we put our emotion into shoving things, it won't turn out right. Because of all those emotional things. It's always have personal thoughts, personal point of view in it. It's not good for you. It's not good for that people either. So be mindful with it. If you need to give advice, just help that person to calm that person down. To comfort that person. That is what you should do. And anything else, there will be justice. There will be court or anything like that. And people who have the power to help. But for us, we don't know much. We should just try to comfort our friend, comfort our people. Trying to do something to help. Just like us right now. There was one question, why you not walk for justice, but for peace? I said, there are so many people in this world. Not just these venerable monks who walk for peace. In our religions, we don't want to create any drama. We don't want to create any war whatsoever. And the venerable monks are not allowed to involve in politics or anything like that. That is our rules, our Buddha rules. So we basically simply just walk for peace and raise the awareness of peace. And there will be all the people who will walk for justice later on. We don't know. But each people have different mindset, different point of view, and the different way to support each other. And this is how we choose to support our people. By just mindfully walk, and to support our people, to raise that awareness, to share the key of mindfulness so that everybody can practice the same way to bring happiness and peace to ourselves, our family, and our neighbors. That is how we spread peace. So, in the morning, now let's go back. In the morning when we wake up, don't touch your phone yet. Don't go back to your sleep yet. Not yet, but don't go back to your sleep. Get up, 5-second rules. Okay, get up, and then get a piece of paper and a pen out. Write out the statement, very simple and short. Today is going to be my peaceful day. Remember, please, even though you heard me talk about this for the last 88 days, it's okay. Get a piece of paper and a pen now to write that down. This is very powerful to support, to remind you during your daily life. Okay? Write it down. Today is going to be my peaceful day. And then read it over and over with our eyes. After that, read it out loud. Today is going to be my peaceful day. To tell the universe that today is going to be my peaceful day so that no one in this world can mess it up except ourselves. We are the only person who can mess our days up, no one else. Remember the rope? If you don't take it, you won't mess your days up. But if you hold it, you ruin your day. Remember that. And so if every single person in this world doing the same thing, just one simple method. Today is going to be my peaceful day, and read it out loud to the universe. Throw that to the universe. The universe will receive all this and shower back down with all kind of love and kindness and compassion and peace for all beings who be benefited. Instead of we throw in hatred, angers, and greedy and delusion and all that things to the universe, which we have been. That is why we've been receiving so many disasters and so many things happening around us, right? It's because of all those things we have been thrown into the universe. This is the year of 2026. This is the years of peace that we are coming out for. Starting from tonight, we should change our life by walking together with the venerable monks in spirit until the end of our life, by practicing mindfulness, loving kindness, compassion. Spread that message to the universe every day so that this country will be at peace, and peace will bloom and flourish throughout this universe. Can we all do this? That is low energy. Thank you so much. So you already promised that you will walk with us to the end of our life. Please remember that and practice every day. Don't forget. We don't have much time left to waste. We don't have much energy left to waste. Let us all move forward. Don't stand at one place. Don't get yourself left behind anymore. Enough is enough. May you all be well, be happy, and be peaceful. And when you go home, please be mindful when you're driving home, patient. And when you go in home, this is your test. You came here with a peaceful mind, right? Excited to come here to see the venerable monks and to listen to the talk, isn't it? Even though you're stuck in traffic for hours. And you stand in this ground for hours too. But all those, because we still haven't heard the talk, we still haven't met each other yet. So we still have that type of positive energy. But here we come. When we are trying to get home after the talk, this is when peace will very be easy to fragile. Peace with a condition is not peace. Remember that. Okay? So when you go home, when you try to get out of this area, be mindful, be patient, don't rush. It's going to be late anyway. So don't rush. You will get home, you will get your chance to go to the toilet and talk with your loved one. So don't rush yourself. You love this, huh? Okay, let us all close for tonight, and then we will hand out the peace bracelet to all of us here tonight. Remember that those peace bracelets to remind you to be more peace, happy, loving kindness, compassion, and mindfulness practicing. That is the meaning of those peace bracelets. And it also means that we are tying you up with us so that you cannot escape from walking. Okay? Thank you, everyone. Good night. Sorry, officer, how are we doing this? Or right now, if they rate that, we can spread it out and just tell them that they should make a space for the people to make a way out.
Good evening. Okay, so you're going to see each one of these guys are going to line up in front of one of the barricades. You're going to need to create a line. Try to create one line in front of each one, and there'll be different, 10 or 12 of them, different lines throughout from here over. We're going to try to keep it in the light, okay?
So if after you receive your bracelet, please make a way out, and so that the people behind can get one. And please don't ask for pictures at this time because many people here, we would like everyone to get one before they go home. Thank you. Yes. Huh? You still have. We have. We have.
ticket to YouTube. Who sees it?
Okay, let's see. How many days already? 89. 89. So when the end? How many days? October, no, February. February. 12 we go back to February, right? Okay. I will join the day they can. I will walk at 5.
That's it for tonight. Thank you for watching.